And welcome to the 2015 Oil Heritage Festival Parade. Our coverage is brought to you by North Point Automotive, by the Cabinet Store, by Clarion College Venango Campus, by Friedhabers, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Dr. E.A. Ressler, by Roger Baker State Farm Insurance Agency, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Island Wind Tanning Salon, and by Route 8 Auto Sales. Once again, good evening. Luke Rio and Mark Heim set to bring you all the exciting action of this Oil Heritage Festival Parade. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Luke, and welcome to the parade, everybody. The oil region in the 1960s is the Oil Heritage Parade theme this year, being led off this afternoon by units of the Oil City Police Department, the Veterans Entombment Service, followed by units of the fire departments, and we'll get a little more specific with that as they come by our spot here. The very first unit from the Oil City Police Department, one of Oil City's brand new units. Followed right behind by the Veterans Entombment Service Honor Guard. These ladies and gentlemen honor all of our fallen veterans, especially as they pass from us. And they have been around for a number of years doing a wonderful job. This is their unit, the Veterans Entombment Testimonial Service of Venango County. Followed behind by units of the Oil City Fire Department. And a brand new unit here, a custom cab pumper. They call it a custom cab pumper because the men and the women who serve are able to ride to the fire in their gear, fully seated, and not have to hang on. Congratulations to the Oil City Fire Department for a brand new, good-looking unit. You know, the theme this year is the oil region in the 1960s. And while Oil City constantly looks to the future, the 1960s were a time here in Oil City when times were really thumping, when things were very, very busy. And so it's sort of a throwback to the 1960s as a theme for the parade this year. This is the Oil City Fire Department Tower 14 unit. This truck is only a couple of years old, and the ladies and gentlemen of the fire department are rightfully proud of this brand new piece of equipment, able to allow them to reach up to a 5-story building in the case of an emergency.
Not just here in the community, Mark. Obviously, they came to Titusville to help out with the town square fire, and thank God for that truck.
Absolutely. They were one of the first tower units on the scene back in March at the fire that afflicted the town square building, and it was good to have them on board, as you say. A new unit here from Oil City Public Works. These are the folks that help to make the parade happen. They make sure the wiring and the lighting are in place. They make sure that the streets are cleared, that they're free of potholes, that all of the signage is up. All of those things that we take for granted that help to make a parade happen. The ladies and gentlemen of the Oil City Public Works Department. As we mentioned, the 1960s were a time of great prosperity here. And again, as Oil City looks to the future, it's sort of a throwback to the time when things were extremely busy downtown, when storefronts were filled with all kinds of wares and people were shopping downtown. It was a time before the shopping malls. We can hear in the distance the strains of the Oil City Marching Band. We'll be seeing them shortly. The parade is, back up a second. We're located about half a block in from an intersection here, and the Oil City Police Department, of course, is controlling traffic across there. And as traffic crosses, sometimes there's a short delay in the parade. We have another unit coming down the street that will be with us here shortly. The Oil City Varsity Cheerleaders are the next unit that we'll take a look at as they make their way down the street.
When I hear that sound, Mark, I think of fall and the return of football.
It'll be here before we know it. And not a bad thing. Because while many people go to the games to see the sporting activities, there's other folks like me who like to go and see the bands as well. Music in the oil country, the Oil City Marching Band Boosters. And here they come, the Oil City Area Marching Band, the Oil City Area High School Marching Band. An enthusiastic bunch they are, decked out in school colors, blue and white. A large and enthusiastic group providing entertainment for us this afternoon during the parade, and just a harbinger of the things to come during football season, when we'll see the bands on a more regular basis during the football games. The band followed by the cheerleaders. Also decked out in colors of blue and white, the school colors. Their job to get the fans fired up all during the game. And a happy-looking group they are. A perennial celebrity coming our way in a brand new Chevrolet Corvette, Colonel Drake, played by John Depew, a very popular character. Colonel Drake.
John or Colonel Drake?
Yes. Both actually very popular, waving happily to the crowd. And our Oil Heritage Festival Queen, crowned on Thursday night at the very beginning, the official beginning of the parade, Kayla McCandless, the 2015 Oil Heritage Festival Queen. Happily ensconced in the back of a beautiful convertible.
Driven by Rhonda and Todd Adkins.
And there they go. King's Landscaping bringing up the Queen's Court and the runner-up candidates. Emma Alcorn, Allie Donner, Ava Homan, Melissa Kratzer, Angela Mattern, Mallory Rogers, and Caitlin Whitling. Thank you, ladies. First runner-up, Caitlin Neely. Congratulations. Quickly followed by the Tiny Tot Contest winner, Princes Linnea and Prince Liam. Another perennial favorite of the oil region, one that brings us great pleasure year after year, great listening pleasure. Mostly brass. Featuring their bandwagon and the truck that's pulling it. These folks not only ride the parade circuit, they also provide music at many of the parks and festivals in the area. An appropriate piece of music for a throwback to the 50s, the theme from the Hogan's Heroes TV series. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of Mostly Brass. This is a great time to welcome you back into the Oil Heritage Festival Parade of 2015 and to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here to bring you this wonderful parade. North Point Automotive, the Cabinet Store, Clarion College Venango Campus, Friedhabers, Joe Taylor Ford, Dr. E.A. Rustler, Roger Baker State Farm Insurance Agency, Anderson Physical Therapy, Island Wind Tanning Salon, and Route 8 Auto Sales. Thank you to our sponsors for helping to make the parade coverage possible.
Mark, we always talk, everybody loves a parade.
And that is the truth.
And Oil City puts on one terrific parade.
And folks are lined up 2 and 3 deep here for this parade today. And as usual, as I made my way over to the judging site today, people had their chairs out hours before, marking the place where they wanted to see the parade from their special spot.
I love it. Clown selfies.
Coming into view, the Scottish Rite Masonic Family Clowns of Oil City, the Walking Clown Unit, and their support van. And a colorful group they are. Makes me wish I had worn my Hawaiian shirt today.
I was joking with one earlier, Mark, although I don't think he took it as a joke. I said, you look good. He's like, this isn't a costume.
Hey, the guy's got my tie.
And your hair.
Well, we won't tell anybody about that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals of the Scottish Rite Masonic Family clowns, the walking clown unit, and your support unit.
You know why cannibals won't touch a clown?
I have no idea.
They taste funny.
I think that's why we pay you to work the camera. Our next unit, Bright Ideas, and Greg Knox, one of our local photographers. Out and about, you see him just about everywhere.
Except in his float, because he's out taking pictures.
That's right, I saw him out taking pictures today, so someone else is driving his truck. And speaking of driving, here's Mayor Barb Crudo being driven in a beautiful Ford Mustang. Welcome to Mayor Barb Crudo, and congratulations.
Her last time in the car as mayor.
Yes, I do believe so. She'll be stepping down. She chose not to run for mayor this year. Right behind Mayor Crudo, the class of 1975 from Oil City High School. And the music is great. What a colorful group. Now there's something you haven't seen for a long time, LPs. How can you not like a group that brings its own music, makes its own music? Thank you from the class of 1975, quickly followed by our own Herbie, the Love Bug. A mid-60s VW Beetle, nicely kept. Our next unit features the art car, and you'll see that soon enough. The transit building artists in Oil City every year find a new art car. It is a unique piece of art, and it is their sort of a trademark every year. They get a different vehicle every year and decorate it for the parade. These are the transit artists. And you can see the car is decorated in a theme that is a throwback to the 60s. You can tell someone had an awful lot of fun with this. The unit will also appear in other parades throughout the year, throughout the area. The Performing Arts Academy with Darren in Oil City, Pennsylvania. Their studios are in the building just down the street, the transit building. and a throwback to the early 60s. Approaching our position at the moment, units of the Rouseville Volunteer Fire Department, a neighboring community, a sister community to Oil City, distinctively colored in white and green. Handsome units they are. A crash and rescue truck, followed right behind by a custom cab pumper. Many thanks to the members of our fire departments for being Johnny on the spot when we need them. Councilman John Bartlett. Oil City Councilman John Bartlett making an appearance here. Quickly followed by Ron Gustafson, who is also an Oil City councilman. Mr. Bartlett, by the way, a retired newspaper journalist. And Mr. Gustafson happens to be my neighbor from across the street. The Oil City Elks quickly following, proud to serve the community with things like Little League, drug awareness, the Hoop Shoot, and National Foundation. Trish McKissick on the inboard side of that banner. The support unit for the Elks carrying the Exalted Ruler. Congratulations to the Elks and many thanks for all of the things that they do here in the community. They are followed close behind by the Oil City Tri-Stars Gymnastics senior team. It's a gymnastics team that will be tumbling in many places. And of course, they're colored very brightly with a throwback theme to the 60s, which is the theme for the parade of Oil Region in the 1960s. The Oil Heritage Parade theme, Oil Region in the 1960s. Oil City Tri-Stars gymnastics team. And what a great day we have here for the parade. Partly cloudy, I would say mostly sunny.
Mostly sunny, yeah.
Mostly sunny. Warm.
Actually, what a wonderful weekend for the entire festival, Mark.
It has been. It has been warm shirt sleeve weather the entire weekend. Knock on wood, it will stay that way the entire weekend. Congratulations to the folks who put all of this together, all of the volunteers, the Chamber of Commerce who facilitated it, the Venango Area Chamber of Commerce facilitating the entire parade, but so many other people, so many volunteers making this happen this weekend.
Mark, we got to thank some folks who made made it possible for us to be here today.
That is absolutely correct. The VFW from Franklin, post 1835, making their appearances known. They are followed by the Venango County Emergency Services Command Unit. We were talking about folks making all of this possible today. We want to thank all of the sponsors for the parade coverage who are helping to make the coverage possible. That would be North Point Automotive, the Cabinet Store, Clarion College, Venango Campus, Friedhabers, Joe Taylor Ford, Dr. E.A. Ressler, Roger Baker State Farm Insurance Agency, Anderson Physical Therapy, Island Wind Tanning Salon, and Rowdy Auto Sales. Oil City Councilman Isaiah Dunham, one of the newest members to Oil City Council. State Street Furniture and Mandy's Gift Boutique are the next unit here in the parade. A brightly
State
colored
Street Furniture.
State Street Furniture, a brightly colored red pickup. I don't see Deal and Dave.
Oh, he's there. Home of the ugly chair contest.
There he is. Just bringing a few examples along with him. Another musical favorite of the area, the Silver Cornet Band, founded in 1865. They are based in Franklin. They've been around for a lot of years. And we see them in the parks, in the festivals, in the parades, all throughout the year. Founded in 1986. They'll be celebrating a significant anniversary next year. And congratulations and many thanks to the members of the Silver Cornet Band, being in this year's Oil Heritage Parade with the theme of Oil Region in the 1960s.
Hard to believe, Mark. These guys founded in 1856.
I got that wrong. You were absolutely correct. 1856. I think I said 1986. Absolutely correct. 1856, I stand corrected. But they will be, as well, celebrating a significant anniversary next year. Again, everybody seems to love a parade. Certainly evidenced by the noise. Silver Cornet Band followed by Senator Scott Hutchinson, State Senator Scott Hutchinson, representing Oil City and Venango County, among many other places in the Pennsylvania Senate. Many thanks to Senator Scott Hutchinson for all of his service to the community.
Is it a coincidence being followed up by Smokey the Bear? Just because of the fires they're trying to put out in Harrisburg?
One would wonder. One would wonder, especially since this is the brush truck from Corn Planter Township Volunteer Fire Department. Smokey making his appearance. Only you can prevent wildfires. Nice to see you, Smokey. Keep up the good work. Corn Planter Volunteer Fire Department also operates an ambulance. And again, many thanks to the volunteers who make our ambulance and fire services around here on the spot when we need them.
Or if you're up front, an Ekna Lubma.
The ambulance followed by the crash and rescue truck. Also followed by their newest pumper. Featuring a custom cab that I have learned about from other firefighters. The nice thing about the custom cabs is it allows the firefighters to report to the fire on board the vehicle in full gear.
Wow.
Pumper 96 being proudly displayed by the ladies and gentlemen of the Corn Planter Volunteer Fire Department, a neighboring community of Oil City. Coming into view is the American Legion Post 37 from Oil City. Honoring all of our veterans. Followed by members of the Civil Air Patrol Auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force from Venango Regional Airport. Their honor guard. Thank you for being with us in our parade today, the U.S. Civil Air Patrol. And the Civil Air Patrol, followed by a unit with Arlie James, Venango County's hometown state representative. He seems to have been everywhere this weekend during the Oil Heritage Festival. He assisted his wife, Maureen, with the crowning of the Oil Heritage Festival Queen on Thursday night. We saw him at the St. Stephen's Heritage Festival on Friday night. And here we saw him on Saturday afternoon. King's Landscaping making another appearance, featuring the Venango County Republican Party making their summer appearance. featuring the names of all of the candidates that they'll be helping out. Mr. William Boone, a candidate for mayor for Oil City. Featured in a beach bug throwback to the 60s. As indeed, this is Oil Region in the 1960s, the theme of the parade this year. And this is the Starlight Express, consisting of over 40 girls and boys ages 3 to 16. The group is self-supported by the Parents Organization. They feature a senior baton unit, junior baton unit, and a non-competitive unit. And they make sure that they're in attendance in parades in Butler, Crawford, Venango, and Mercer counties. Instructors include Lindsay LaFawn, Kaylin Rice. Supervisors are Robin LaFawn and Georgie Bothman. And we thank them for making their appearance here in the parade this year. The Oil Heritage Festival Parade, Oil Region in the 1960s. A great time to tell you that our parade coverage this year is brought to you by some fine sponsors. North Point Automotive, the Cabinet Store, Clarion College, Venango Campus, Friedhabers, Joe Taylor Ford, Dr. E.A. Russler, Roger Baker State Farm Insurance, Anderson Physical Therapy, Island Wind Tanning Salon, and Route 8 Auto Sales. Thank you, Starlight Express. And while we have a great day for the parade, Seneca Street is being favored by the shade provided by the buildings, and so as almost to provide on cue the kind of comfort that the parade goers and parade participants would like to have.
Well, you don't see that every day.
And I presume you're, what is it that you're spotting for us?
The spinning light on the truck.
Yeah, that will get your attention. A unit of the Washington Township Volunteer Fire Department making the trip in from Freiburg to be in the parade today. It is a 2014 Spartan heavy rescue featuring the Jaws of Life and technical rescue equipment, a 500-gallon per minute pumper with a 300-gallon water tank and a 10-gallon foam capacity. Heavy rescue, again featuring the kind of cab that allows the firefighters to respond to a fire fully decked out in all of their gear. Autism stands making their appearance. Thank you, ladies and gents, for Autism Stands, for doing all of the things that you do in the community.
Am I on TV?
A colorful float indeed. Folks on the float making sure that we too receive one of their trademark paper flowers. Autism awareness, a very important movement in the community. Deb Lutz, candidate for our Venango County Commissioner, is with us today. Deb previously served as Commissioner from 1996 to 2003. She currently serves as the Vice President of Economic Development for the Oil Region Alliance of Business, Industry, and Tourism. Helping Deb out today are her daughter and son-in-law Megan and Andy Petraska, Jen Magnus, Connor Magnus, Isabella Magnus, Sam Amendola, Malachi McMahon, and Greg Tobin driving the Corvette. A beautiful vintage metallic blue Corvette Stingray convertible.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. Thank you.
And Deb hopes that everyone is enjoying the festival and the great weather and the parade. Thank you. A great time to let you know that our parade coverage is sponsored today by North Point Automotive, the Cabinet Store, Clarion College Venango Campus, Friedhaber's, Joe Taylor Ford, Dr. E.A. Ressler, Roger Baker State Farm Insurance Agency, Anderson Physical Therapy, Island Wind Tanning Salon, Route 8 Auto Sales. Thank you all for bringing the parade coverage today. Now here, following Deb Lutz, For Your Car Connection. Always with something really, really interesting. This is a Volkswagen thing, which is actually sort of a throwback to the early 70s, but we won't tell anybody. I have to tell everyone a secret. The very first car I ever test drove as a teenager was a VW thing. And it certainly looks like they're having a great time. Followed by another unit from For Your Car Connection, outfitted with peace signs and colors. A vintage customized Volkswagen pickup. Congratulations to the ladies and gents. They always find something really interesting and very, very good out at For Your Car Connection. You may see these units apparently sometimes out at the Cranberry Mall when they bring them in for a special exhibition from time to time. It's a great deal of fun to take a look at them up close. And they're right on target with all of the colors. Followed by a vintage late 60s Datsun pickup truck. A little bit of trivia about Datsun that I didn't know until just a short time ago. Datsun didn't have a real name for their pickup truck until probably the late 1990s or early 2000s. It was always just called their pickup truck. A beach buggy on a VW frame. A real throwback to the 60s as the Oil Region in the 60s Parade, Oil Heritage Festival themed 60s Parade continues. Never know quite what to expect for your car connection, but always something fun. President Township Volunteer Fire Department with a unique vehicle.
I think we just found our next station vehicle, Mark.
It certainly looks like it. You could go anywhere in that. Thank you to the ladies and gents of the President Township Volunteer Fire Department for being with us today. And again, many thanks and many congratulations to all of our volunteers and first responders who are there when we need them at a moment's notice. Proudly featuring their all-terrain rescue rehab command.
So, technically, we discovered the Ark.
It certainly looks like it. But it looks like all the animals are firefighters. Followed close behind by a unit of the Venango County Sheriff's Department, one of their brand new units. Utility vehicles seeming to be more of the trend with our first responders, especially in more rural areas. Thanks to the ladies and gentlemen of the Venango County Sheriff's Department for all of the things that they do. And certainly a unit that we could not do without, the Oil City Salvation Army Disaster Services Unit. These folks show up at the scene of many fires, many other disaster scenes, especially if they are prolonged in nature. They provide food and drink and support and a rest place for firefighters and first responders. Featuring a decade of the 60s. Nice to see the folks from the Oil City Salvation Army. Very active in the community. City of Franklin Public Safety, Department of Public Safety, featuring their new tower truck being proudly displayed. Again with that cab that allows the firefighters to respond to a fire fully outfitted to jump from the truck and run to the scene. A tower unit that allows the firefighters to reach at least the 5th story. And what parade would be complete without an appearance from our friends at Forever and Froggy? Froggy featuring country music, My Was, and MyWas.com featuring classic rock. And another unit of Forever Media, Magic 99.3 and 104.5. Nice to see all of you guys here in the parade. Community Ambulance Service, with their main office in Franklin, but also located in Oil City and Seneca. Nice to see you here today. Featuring a brightly colored ambulance. Easy Does It Customs. And they're self-explanatory. Who would not want a golf cart like that? Nobody's going to miss you out on the golf course in one of these brightly colored vehicles.
You might be asked to leave early.
Unless you're in the camouflage themed one where they might be looking for you.
True.
Albert Chip Abramovitz, our next parade participant. Featured in a very late model, beautiful looking Chevy Corvette convertible. Sunspark Labs, discovering God's plan for you, equaling Jesus, is the Greater Oil City United Methodist Church. Thank you all for being with us. A happy, lively group.
Hey guys, can this guy get a sticker?
Bethel, Calvary, Plummer, and Trinity Ministry. Followed by a vintage Ford panel truck featuring the Fantastics, featuring the Franklin Civic Operetta, promoting the Fantastics.
Come to the barrel!
Roberts Pro Shine Auto Detailing. Oil City Giant Eagle. And on their flatbed,
A beautiful MG.
A beautiful MG, a beautiful 1973 MG convertible. Perfect for a parade like today.
My dad has an MG, and it just brings back a lot of memories. He still has it.
He has an awful lot of fun with that, as I recall. Sandy Creek Volunteer Fire Department featuring their brush truck. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the Sandy Creek Volunteer Fire Department. Again, many thanks to all of our volunteer first responders. We depend on you to be on the spot on a moment's notice. And wow, what a unit we have here. Wireless at your Cranberry Mall provides all of your wireless home service needs, and they asked for you to come see them to get on the best network, upgrade your phone, grab a $20 tablet, switch to unlimited local and long-distance land service for only $20 a month. And they are there to help you ease into the wireless wave by offering wireless workshops once a month. And you can see their customer service reps, Reggie, Amanda, Jamie, Sabrina, and Kay, along with the store manager, April. They're already there to help you make it into the wireless world. Catch a wave. And after you capture the wave, you can take a wave to the Seneca Volunteer Fire Department. Manning their pumping unit. being proudly displayed. Thanks to our firefighters for being there when we need them. S&R Quality Lawn Care. A great time to remind you about our parade sponsors: North Point Automotive, the Cabinet Store, Clarion College, Venango Campus, Friedhaber's, Joe Taylor Ford, Dr. E.A. Ressler, Roger Baker State Farm Insurance Agency, Anderson Physical Therapy, Island Wind Tanning Salon, and Route 8 Auto Sales. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making our parade coverage possible this year. Cub Scout Pack 111 of Oil City approaching. Bringing scouting to the younger crowd. And a great day they have for being in the parade today. Looking like the clouds have cleared out, bringing us wonderful shirt sleeve weather. Many thanks to the leaders of our Scouts who take the time to provide leadership and programming. Sarah Kroll, the Venango Clarion County Dairy Princes. Promoting dairy wherever they go. Family Care for Children and Youth of Franklin being featured next. This is the Oil Heritage Festival Parade. The theme this year is Oil Region in the 1960s. Sort of a throwback to the 60s. Approaching our next unit, the Reno Volunteer Fire Department, a neighboring city to Oil City. Proudly serving the community since 1938, proudly featuring their engine number 2. Thank you to the ladies and gentlemen of the Reno Volunteer Fire Department for being there when we need you. Clarion University and their throwback to the 60s, featuring Chris and Deb Sabina. Clarion University, Venango College, actually one of our sponsors for the parade today, for the parade coverage. And we thank them and wish them the best. Oil City varsity cheerleaders being featured up next. Oil City football and basketball cheerleaders. Featuring the bright colors of the 1960s. from North Point Automotive, Dr. Roxanne Gonzalez, Executive Dean of the Clarion University Venango College. Again, Clarion Venango College, one of our parade sponsors today, and we thank you so much for helping to sponsor our parade coverage today. Our next unit featuring a live rock band. Brought to you by one of the beautiful units of Engels Trucking in Franklin. Clarion University Venango College Activities Board. Proudly sponsor the Bryac Funk All-Stars. And for a full listing of their cultural events, you can go to www.clarion.edu/Venango. Pine Grove Township Volunteer Fire Department featuring their brush truck. And the iconic Smokey Bear. Only you can prevent wildfires. And Rescue 29 from Clintonville, the Clintonville Volunteer Fire Department, Dakota Pumper. With their signature Above and Beyond logo. Bringing up the end of the parade, all of the ladies and gentlemen who helped to control traffic and crowd control this afternoon, units of the Venango County Fire Police Association.
Well, Mark, what a perfect day. What a perfect parade. Just an absolutely gorgeous day. Congratulations to everyone who worked hard to put this together in the entire Oil Heritage Festival this year.
I don't think you could have asked for a better day, a better weekend, and of course all of the hard work of all of the volunteers and professionals who put this together. We want to say a final thank you to our parade sponsors, North Point Automotive, the Cabinet Store, Clarion College, Venango Campus, Friedhaber's, Joe Taylor Ford, Dr. E.A. Ressler, Roger Baker, State Farm Insurance Agency, Anderson Physical Therapy, Island Wind Tanning Salon, Route 8 Auto Sales, all bringing you our television parade coverage today of the 2015 Oil Heritage Festival Parade, themed for the 1960s. And we certainly saw a lot of color and a lot of theme back to the 1960s. Thank you for being with us today. Hope you enjoyed the parade.